Well, how y'all doing? Derby Jack here. Well, did you all get through Alarmageddon? I guess that's what I just got a coin, Alarmageddon. But anyway, well, thank you. I got one coming in. Is that who I think it is? Anyway, well, I'm embarking on something new. And there's something new is that I think that everybody should really get on board. You know, the bloodlines throughout the ages had crests, you know, where they'd have their, crest of what they were and what they represented. This all goes back to even when you go into the Hebrew times, when the young women were going to be married to another families that they were given away to, arranged marriage, right? And the women would have these little, you would call them tokens today, but they were baronets in their hair. And what they were, that the mother of the male would make them for the female, and the female would have to wear them at the wedding. And this was custom of those days. And as she had to wear them, that to adorn them, she would have to, adorn them to present herself to both families. So anyway, getting past that, what I'm trying to do is that for every circumstance in your life, or a circumstance that stands out, something that is whether it's good or bad. And here's the thing about music and the purpose of sound in music. Proper resonancy, and that goes through you. Let me explain it this way. If you ever heard a good song, a song that stays with you, and when you're feeling bad, you always maybe gravitate to that one song that makes you feel good from that one moment. Well, you gravitated not to the song, but to the rhythm, to the resonancy of that particular song. And the song itself, the words or anything, never really meant all that much. But you resonated, you gravitated, you basically were like drawn to it because it made you feel a certain way. It made you remember something from a certain time. Now, in saying that, what my purpose is that for somebody who would like a song written for a certain somebody, a person, what I'm trying to do is that, let's say you have an uncle who had recently died, and you're still having trouble letting him go. There was a person who was very, very close to you, and he had died unexpectedly. Now, I'm not trying to be a prophet. This could happen to anybody, but I'm just trying to make a point. That what if this person who had died was the most impressionable person in your life, and you felt lost without him? Now, how do you release that knowing he's not coming back? And most people don't realize resonancy. By way of having a song written, produced, written, and performed, to be able to get out those feelings that you can't in any other way. Aren't you always moved by certain music? Aren't you always moved by certain songs? And if you are, then my purpose is for a person who would like a song written for them is to be able to help them be able to grow and be able to get past some of those hurdles and some of those pains and some of those memories of people that they just don't want to let go of, but need to, so they can move on. See, the problem is we live in a world where they're always pushing on us so many things. And then we also push on ourselves so many things. How many of us, look, my father died when I was 6. My mother left when I was 6. My mother left because my father was in the hospital. I was left with some ladies at some home somewhere, and my mother left with some other man. Do you not think that I'd like to have a song or something written, something I could release? Well, see, I have done that. I have my own song about that type of situation. Releasing the pains, releasing the joys, releasing the memories. Sometimes we need to release them in music because that's resonancy. And resonancy is what we are basically within us. The scientists always call it string theory in so many different elements. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. But if I were to bring it more back in a string theory within memories, within passings, within those things that we want to keep immortal in our hearts. That's what I try to deliver. Not the pasty memories of, like, we could always state, and nothing against Paul Revere or Adams or whatever, you know. I mean, people that are in, I don't mean to make fun of them, but when you think about them, it's dry. It's like it's back there, you know. So when you have someone in your life, either a passing, someone getting married, a young man getting married, you're the father, you're the mother, you know, you like to have a song maybe about his passing from his one area of life to the next area of life. Give me the biography. Give me, write to me. So what I'm doing tonight, whoever is here, I got one person here. I'm going blind, so bear with me. I don't always see very well. I'm sorry. Let me get this up here so I can read it. I am the noise. Oh, yeah, I know who you are. Okay. You know what? Since you're here, brother, hold on. I'm going to make you one of our standard moderators. So the next time you say something, you're going to have yourself a wrench. Now, my blessed Nez may be here or may not be here in the lurches, or maybe she's doing something else. That's all right. But anyway, reason I came on here is because I could write a song for anybody, but I need people who would want to let me write something. So this is basically like a game. You, who's here already, give me a subject to write a song for. And my game is that you all come in here and give me a subject and let me write a song for it. And let me see that you give me just enough ideas of something. It doesn't have to be a long thing. Just say like, give you a good example. If you would like a song about a brother who cheated on, a brother who did you wrong in some way or another, say it in a few words, or something funny about a friend, and just give me a few, just give me a sentence so I can work off of. Then I, in return, will do what I can to write a song around it. No, not a whole dramatic song, but at least give it a couple verses or something, right? So let me know. So, all right. Well, look, do me a favor. Well, nobody's in here yet. But anyway, do me a favor. Do you have an idea? Would you like to give me an idea? Give me something to work with. Like, okay. Well, the mailman came in with a bill once again, and I'm stuck here having to pay it with no money in the bank. See, do you understand where I'm coming from? I can make a song out of anything. I'm not going to try to put pressure on you, brother. I guess I have to wait and see. This is something new. Some people ain't going to want to come here, and that's okay. So we're may have to do this again and maybe get other people interested. But anyway, writing a song, it's like people who make poems. And what we want to do is write songs that move people's hearts, move people's souls. What does the devil do? Well, the devil has a habit of making songs that, with music, with those offbeats. Those things that sometimes, like, you get into them, but that's just it. That type of thing. You get into it, but you never are soothed. What you want is mellow. Mellow. You see what I'm saying? And so what that does, it soothes your soul. So as a songwriter, I try to mold the subject to the emotion. If the emotion's sad, let me see. Sad. Ooh, See, so you get to a point where you have a song that's molded for the emotion. Molded. But see, I can only draw that out from what somebody tells me. And I have the availability and the talent to do that. Now, I don't say that out of pride. I say that out of humbleness. But see, like I said earlier, for people who've come in, is that there are those who have bloodlines, who have crests. And there are those who have memories, and sometimes they fade away. And sometimes there are those who have memories but can't reconcile those memories. They can't let go of those things in their past. And sometimes a good songwriter, someone who can relate that so it can help you release those emotions, those feelings. That's what I'm trying to do. I do it with myself. I've written songs that allowed me to release those people that no longer are with me. I wrote a song about a friend of mine who died of pancreatic cancer, and that song, I don't remember all the words all the way. I have to remember. You got to understand, I'm getting old. I have so many songs, and even the ones who've always been with me, they're deep down inside. Don't get me wrong, but they remember all the words. But one of the songs that I have for a friend of mine, it was called "Slipping Away." I'll do a little bit of what I remember without having to look for the words, and I do no disrespect to him. Slipping away, time is slipping away. Oh, these doctors, that's what they say. When the Reaper comes a calling, that'll be the end of my day. Time is slipping away from me. Time is slipping away. So that's a song I wrote about him. I'm not going to go all the way through it. And it helped me release him because he was so close to me. He was there one moment, and it seemed like the next he was gone. See, my memory of him, I lived in an apartment under his house, and he was real close to me, and I had hurt my back at work, and he was giving me medications, helping me, and he came down every time he came from work. But what happened was I ended up getting healed, and the next week he started getting sick, and within about 3 or 4 days his stomach's, the area started to protrude, which we knew what it was, pancreatic. And 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 the week before that, week and a half, he was helping me. He was there for me. But yet I couldn't be there for him. There's nothing I could do. And I wrote this song for him. Now, the problem was his wife didn't want me to sing it to him. She heard it privately. She didn't want. I wanted to give it to him personally, to let him go, as well as I wanted him to let us all go. And that was the purpose of it. So my regret that I never was able to let him hear that. But I was able to release myself by being able to sing that song. And that main verse. Slipping away, time is slipping away. Oh, these doctors, that's what they say. When the Reaper comes a calling, it'll be the end of my day. Time is slipping away. Time is slipping away. Now, in understanding a song like that, understand the emotions that go behind it. You know, I don't know if there's any people in the background watching, And I see two thumbs, and I know somebody has been here. But if this is not going anywhere, I won't make this long. I will shorten it. I had thought maybe that I could get a little bit more in here. And I don't mean this to be because I'm angry or anything like that. This is like a teaching. And maybe I put it in the wrong place. But at the same time, I need people to understand that residency, sound, and what we do with it within ourselves. Thank you for coming in. Is what we do with it for ourselves. God spoke, or God said it was always good in creation, right? In Genesis. They always talk about the Big Bang. As far as I'm concerned, when God said it, that was the Big Bang. The residency of God's created, molded, all the things that we state that God supposedly did. And those who reject what God did. You see how I said that? Is that it's God who forms everything. For us to think the way we think, for me to have the talent I have, it was given to me. It was formed in me. As whatever talent you have was formed in you. And maybe you don't have a talent like I have a talent, but maybe you have a talent that gives you some type of an advantage above others. But how do you handle that? And how do you think about that of yourself? What is something you want to leave behind that people remember you from? So depending on the type of person you are, do you want people to remember you as a conniver, a liar? Or do you want them to be somebody that they remember that you were somebody who reached out, somebody who loved, somebody who cared, somebody who helped, somebody who listened, somebody who gave some type of support in some way or another? When that person is a passing, how do you want to remember them? And how do you want to release that? And so, as a songwriter, this is one of the other reasons why I like you, as you're listening, to understand that I want to write a song for you personally. And if you go to my website, I'll have it written down there, Derby Jack songwriter, personal songwriter. And that means I'll be your personal songwriter. That'll be $25. And I would have an agreement I have written down there. And the agreement basically is that if you like a personal song written for a circumstance, for a friend, for a family member, for a memory, for a bar mitzvah. Now, I don't know about Christmas right now because I don't believe in pagan holidays. Maybe a Valentine's, but then understand that Valentine's Day comes from a very dark place too. But I would be willing to do, like for weddings. Maybe you like to, marry a young lady. Maybe you like a song written for a man that you like him to marry you. He hasn't gotten it, he hasn't figured it out yet. Anything like that. I'm willing to write a song to help you either get over or to give a message. What it is, and also have memories. Songs are like pictures on a wall. How many places do you go to, or how many houses where people have pictures of their loved ones in the past? Those who passed and those who were still there. That's what music can be. but it's resonancy. That's what I deliver. So in my songs, spiritually, tell me what you want, and I will write a song for you. Now, who do we got in here? Angel, how you doing? So are you giving me, hello, Nez. So Nez, hold on for a minute. Angel, hold on. You and Nez are managers here, so so the next time you say something, anyway, so Angel, were you giving me some songs, or somebody give me a title of something that you'd like to have written? And so what I'm trying to do is, with this, whether it's seen later on, if YouTube would lay off me and let me grow a little bit, I would lay off some of the things that I say. But they got to help me and let me grow. If you're going to keep me on here, let me grow. Don't play with me. So that was a message to the almighty YouTube. But anyway, so I'm getting here because I'm getting blind. All right. Now, do you have an idea for a song that you'd like me to write? Just something lighthearted. I'm not going to write a whole song because I'm doing this for free. What I'm trying to do is give you an idea that I work with what I've been given, and I work off the spirit of it, and I work off the emotion of it. So somebody just write, give me a title, if anything, like, give you a good example. Okay. A song for Billy. Okay. Okay, hold on, Nez. A song for Billy. Give me just a little bit in respect, like, what is his hobbies? What is something he likes? Okay, but what is it he does? What kind of work does he do? What I'm saying is, give me something to work with. I know a little bit about Billy, but I really don't know from your point of view, what is it about him? A little short summary. That's what I'm asking for. Okay, Nez. Love. This is what I'm trying to state. When you do your painting, different colors have a different tone. What I'm trying to state, Nez, in a song, for me to... Okay, surf. So you're talking about surfing in the ocean. Is he in Maui? Is he in California? And surfing. Okay. Is that what you're saying? Surfing. And that's something he likes. Okay. Out on the ocean of blue. Out on the ocean of blue. Out on the ocean, I'm going surfing, nobody stops me but the ocean. So, okay, Australia. Surfing in Australia, watching the waves ride me in. Surfing in Australia, letting the waves bring me in. Surfing in Australia, waiting for the waves to make me. Okay. See, I can work with that. Give me some time. But anyway. See, that's what I'm talking about. Give me a little something to work with. Oh, okay. Praying for him. Okay, Nez, is he sick? Okay. I'm going to write a song about her. Diana, you're the sweetest little thing. Diana, God made you special in this world. There's no one like you, girl. You grow up to be an angel someday. Diana. You are something. Everybody loves you, sees you as you walk down. See, that's what I'm talking about. I can feel that. See, I can take that, I can write it down, and I can write a song about her. See, I know a little bit about her. That's what I'm talking about. So whoever comes across this, and whoever you turn this on to, other people, okay, understand is that what I'm trying to do is I am asking a little money for those who would like a real good song written, a personal, something that's spiritual, something that would be like a picture on the wall that you could let others hear and is personal, or you could keep it for yourself. What I'm saying is that a personal songwriter is no different than those people who write jingles for commercials and things like that. But I do it from a spiritual point of view. I just don't understand it like trying to write a movie or anything like that, or a script. I'm trying to look into what you, so when you email me, which I have all the information underneath, when you email me and you tell me a little bit about the circumstance, tell me a little bit about the person, tell me a little bit about the what makes you hurt or what makes you feel this way. It might be a song about what you're going through. And I would be able to relate to any type of pain in certain circumstances. You understand? I don't care what it is. You could be a woman. You want to come to me and have a song written about your rape? I'll write a song for you. Why? Because I will resonate to your pain. As Jesus resonated to our pain by taking it all upon himself on that cross, I will take your pain and translate it into a song. Now, I'm not saying I'm Jesus. I'm not saying I'm replacing anything he did. What I'm saying is that I will give you a memory for your personal pain, for your personal joys, for your personal memories, and your personal triumphs. Maybe you want a song written for you to help you go through college, or well, I hope it's a good college. I hope it ain't one of those left-wing nut college. But anyway, that, or whatever you want to do. Maybe you're going to vocational college, yay! Or you just want to go out on your own. And so I could write a song that would be your motivational song. You could put into your, as a CD or whatever you guys do with these whatever, blah, blah. I don't know all the, you guys do what you want. When I get the song to you, you do what you want with it. Download it any way you want. It's your song. What I'm saying is, for a small amount, which is my love offering, would be $25. Now, for any reason you don't like the theme of the song, you don't like the way it is, I've tried it every other way if I've worked your song to get it out to you. And if that song isn't to your fancy, it doesn't seem to, I can't do it over again because I've given every opportunity for it. And I don't know any way to structure it before I released it. Because sometimes some songs might take a day, it might take a week. And I will let you know ahead of time that your song might take a couple days to a week. If I don't have it ready by a week, then I can't do it any other way because I've tried every way. And if it ain't to your liking, how I did your song, then what I would ask, I'm asking $25. I would reimburse you $15, and all I ask is to let me have the $10 because of the work that I put into it. So that would be the only thing that I would ask of anybody. Now, if that isn't the agreement you want, if that's not what you want, I understand. I do have an agreement on my webpage, and it'll lead you to it. And if you agree to those terms, then we're good to go. But I will do everything I can spiritually to write a song and sing it and record it to your liking to the best of my ability. So anyway, let me see what's going on here. Okay. So I got 3 people in here, and I always hope that people will see this later on. But anyway, writing, talk. Let me put it this way. I'm talking about this. Help me write you a song that you could sing all day long. Help me write your song so you could have it all along. Help me write your song. Help me write your song. You could sing it in the morning, you could sing it in the night. You could sing it to your friends, or you can sing it all. Well, keep it inside yourself so no one could hear. You could sing to the birds above. See, you understand? What I do is I look for the feeling. I look for the mento. I look for where it's leading me. And if you're willing to allow me to reach in to a part of your heart, a part of your emotion. So what I say, For those people, you don't want to do it here, cool and fine. But those people stumble upon this. If you would like somebody to be able to do that, you got to give me a summary of what you want written. Now, I also ask for, if you want a song where I do it on my recording studio, of course, if you have pictures that you'd like to go with the song, then I will put stills up. Now, if you have a silent movie, and a circumstance you like me, a memory that you like me to, of a passing person or whatever, that if it's a still movie, I can incorporate it into the song as a video that goes along with it. So I can do all these things, but what I need for you is to be able to give me the download of the circumstance. Let me know a little bit about you. Okay. Let me know a little bit about the circumstances. Let me know a little bit about give me a summary, that I can work with. So as I read and I start getting a feel and I start praying about it, and I give you a song that's worthy of the emotions in which you feel, that if it's a way for you to be able to let go of somebody, a way for you to be able to move on, or a way for you just to memorize somebody, to remember somebody, okay, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. So it's like, I lost a friend many years ago. Sometimes I wish she was here. I lost friends many years ago. I wish we were talking like we used to. And the world goes around, they say. I feel like I'm standing in the same old place. They say everything goes on and on, but I seem to be stuck here. I can't move at all, no. Yeah. See, I just wrote that. I just made that up. I will never remember it again. But see, that's what I'm talking about in the moment. But when I write something for somebody, I will make sure that it's documented so I can remember it. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I work in the spirit. I work in the moment. I work in the emotions in which I'm receiving. So you got my email down there. And if you don't, I'll make sure it's down there. And I am done everything that I could do. And I'm going to go because I know Nez is probably going to want to do her painting live tonight, which I want to be there. And so thank you both for coming in. Angel, how are you doing, love? I've missed you. I've not forgotten you. I'm dealing with some financial problems right now. I actually am fighting to keep in my apartment. So I'm dealing with some deep down things. I've done something that I shouldn't have done, and I did a minor borrowing. And it wasn't much money, but it's going to set me back. And it wasn't something I wanted to do, and I tried my best not to. But so anyway. So in saying all that, for people who come here, I'm a minister. I'm a singer-songwriter, and with my new channel, I'm trying to make a little financial gain on the side. For every song that you would like me to commission, from me would be a love offering of $25. And I've already explained all that. So otherwise, I would like prayer, and I would like to be able to give everybody out there something that they could work with in their hearts. That's why this thing with the music, I think, is very important. We sometimes forget how to finalize our emotions, and sometimes they hold us back because of pride. When we break down those walls, then we can finally grow and become that which we really want to be. So anyway, before I start babbling on too much, I thank you for coming. And remember, music is a beautiful thing. All right. I thank you all for coming, and I appreciate your coming. And I hope you spread this. I hope you share this. In the name of Christ, I pray. Amen and amen. Please keep me in prayer. I am not feeling well, and I haven't been feeling well in a while. So please keep me in prayer. Derby Jack out, and I'll see you all on the other side.